Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today's a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Thursday, the 15th day of June, National Foam Party Day. We actually went to a foam pool party.
I love
Heidi
foam
had so much
parties.
fun. And I don't know why it was fun. It's a bunch of 40
They are my
to
favorite.
50-year-olds. We were all in the pool.
It's
Everybody
always my
acting like
favorite
we're
night of
12-year-olds.
vacation.
So, World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. Sadly, this happens a
It
lot more than you
does.
realize. So today's a day to be aware of that. Global Wind Day today. National Megalodon Day. So if you have a megalodon, today's the day. Magna Carta Day today. Nature Photography Day today. And National Smile Power Day. You know how powerful a smile is?
Very.
You can turn somebody's frown upside down just by smiling at them and making them feel welcome, and then they smile back, and the world's a better place.
It is.
Speaking of making the world a better place, we're going to solve some problems today. It's a Thursday, so we got a Dear John letter, and it's a guy who bought his wife flowers for their anniversary, but it did not go well for him. We're going to chat all about it coming up.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. When your friends post photos of the delicious meal that they're enjoying at a fancy restaurant, they might be doing you a favor. New research shows that being bombarded with images of food on social media and television and billboards and online, it satisfies our cravings and diminishes our desire to overeat.
Really?
I don't believe that for a
I don't know
second.
that I don't know that I buy
Researchers
that.
in Denmark exposed volunteers to photos of M&M candies, either 3 times or 30 times. Participants who only saw the ones who saw it 30 times had less desire to eat M&Ms than those who only saw it 3 times. I don't think that really takes everything that they said before that into account. So, yeah, if you show me the same thing 30 times, I might go, don't care at this point. But if you're seeing
if you're
food
like,
videos
hey, look,
yeah.
so what?
Yeah,
Go away.
I think that's a flawed study. But nobody asked me. All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that if you're extroverted, you're less likely to be replaced by a robot at your job? That's good, I think, according to a new study. Analysis.
Depending on how extroverted.
Well, let's just listen to here. It says analysis of data from the American Institute of Research. Study authors found that regardless of social background, people with higher levels of intelligence, higher levels of maturity, and extroversion, so that's like people who chat with other people, and higher interest in arts and sciences, are less likely to be replaced with a computerizable job. Computerizable? I didn't know that was a word. Oh, I better not say that or I'll get replaced. Computerizable. Wow. Anyway, so if you're an extrovert or smart or any of those other things that probably matter more. I'm one of those at least. I don't know which one. You take your pick. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Showtime is not moving forward with a documentary on disgraced comedian Louis C.K. So they announced that they were doing this. And then they decided, you know what? We're not going to do this. It's been sitting on the shelf for a bit, and they just go, yeah, we're not doing it. But they are doing Hocus Pocus 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the beloved franchise is going to be getting a new... it started in 1993. I don't know when number 2 came out.
Yeah, I don't know
29
that I
years.
ever even heard about 2.
29 years later, so 93 plus 29. And then
Okay.
now they're working on 3 for Disney Plus because the second one broke records on Disney Plus. And Mark Hamill is ready to be done with Luke Skywalker, the iconic role that made him a household name. He was in an interview with CBS Sunday Morning. He's 71 now. He said that he's grateful for all the happiness the characters brought to fans, but he doesn't see any reason for him to play Skywalker again. So they're like, so you got any wiggle room
That's a lot
there?
of disappointed people.
And he said, never say never. So in other words, if the check's big enough,
yeah, right.
I'll do
right,
it.
Right.
Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Okay, I can't even say this without...
Oh, boy.
Researchers say people's heads are getting bigger. So over time, our heads are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think in my family, that's been going on for generations.
Right? I was so worried
We all
about
have
having our daughter
we all
because
have pretty
I
good
saw
sized
his
melons.
family.
Charlie
like,
Brown
oh,
heads.
My goodness. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just think that's funny. People, according to scientists, people's heads are getting bigger. So, okay. I'm going to just move on. I got plenty of stuff going on in my head right now because there's so much room up there. But we'll move on. Remember the classic hippie area Volkswagen bus? Well,
Oh, yeah.
Nobody needs a reboot more than they do, apparently, because there's going to be a new groovy 60s era Volkswagen T1 known as a microbus and a transporter, but this one is electric. Last year, Volkswagen unveiled the ID Buzz, a new retro-styled electric van, and now the North American version has been revealed. And though it features 3 rows of seats, it is still shorter than the traditional minivan. The iconic microbus was introduced. What year do you think that came out?
Oh, gosh. 72?
No, 1949.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot older than I thought it was. I
I
didn't
had
realize that.
no idea. I thought
And
that was a 70s thing.
Yeah, in North America, it became associated with the hippie movement in the 70s.
Right.
But the bus also provided transportation for large families long before front-wheel drive minivans were invented by Chrysler in the 1980s. The new ID Buzz features an electric motor capable of producing 282 horsepower with more than 10 times the power of the early VW bus. Price tag starts at, how much do you think for one of these, Heidi?
Oh, geez. I don't know. 45,000.
Wow, you're really close. $40,000.
Okay.
Yours comes with extra bells and whistles, apparently. Scoop of the day.
Windows go up and down.
Standard. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for
Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right, I'm excited to see what Heidi has to say about this because I think we'll be on the same page, but I don't know. Who knows? I guess if we are, that could be a first. Here we go. Dear John, my wife and I recently celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. I brought her a dozen roses on the day of our anniversary, but we got into an argument when she saw the price tag on the side of the packaging. She was quite upset that the flowers came from a gas station. We've been together 15 years. I should get credit for even getting her something, but she told me she was disappointed that I didn't put more effort into a gift and, the whole weekend. Was she right for being upset about this? Does it really matter where the flowers came from? Or am I right? Signed, Bargain Hunting Husband. All right, Heidi, what do you say?
It does not matter at all where the flowers came from. Not at all.
I'm really glad that we're on the same page on this. If you look over there,
In fact, my favorites are my favorite flowers are lilacs.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me happier than when somebody picks me a bouquet of lilacs, and those are free.
Yeah. And my neighbors that have that lilac bush are not happy. Here comes John with his hedge clippers. Thank you. I remember one time. Okay, first of all, I was just joking around. I was gonna say over there, I got you some flowers from the gas station. I don't really have any here. How cool would that have been?
That would have been pretty great.
I knew about this letter for the last few days. It's been on Facebook. We've had people chiming in. I should have planned. Now I feel like just an idiot because I didn't. But one of my favorite things that I ever did for you, and I think you liked it. I don't know. At the time, I was a wedding DJ, and I would travel a lot. I would be going from place to place.
I know what you're going to say.
And I remember one time I had an event that was kind of like in a rural area, and there were a bunch of really cool flowers in the ditch.
Which were weeds.
Yeah, but they were pretty flowers. And
yes.
As I was driving along, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop, and I'm going to get some of these.
And
some of these.
And you stopped every once in a while. You were picking up just flowers all the way home.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite gifts from
And then
you.
I would get home, and I'd be like, hey, sorry, I didn't get home till late, but hey, look what I got here. Got you some flowers. She's like, did you pull those out of the ditch? No, I would never do that.
I loved them.
No,
I loved them.
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I remember that one time you were getting me flowers. You just went to the cemetery and picked some up. Just kidding. She didn't do that, and I don't encourage anyone to.
No.
That would be a bad idea. But this, I think, again, I can't understand why she would be upset because he was thinking of her. But in her mind, maybe she was going, so I wasn't worth a special trip to the flower shop? You just had to grab it when you were filling up with gas?
When he was filling up with gas on the way home, he was like, oh, no, today's our anniversary.
Yeah.
Now, that I could see where, okay, it wasn't even on your mind.
Yeah.
That might be why she was upset. But it shouldn't matter where they came from.
Yeah, I suppose. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, he's asking, does he get points for just even remembering on the 15th anniversary? Yeah, I think so.
Yes, absolutely.
Was she right for being upset about this?
No.
I don't think she... And maybe she wasn't upset, but just, kind of going, well... So you just kind of got him when you were at this gas station? You didn't make a special trip? I don't know. Would you rather I make a special trip?
And you bought a Butterfinger first?
Isn't that a joke from
Kevin James?
I was going to say. You bought a Butterfinger first? That was for like a card though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a card, a greeting card.
Oh boy. Good times. Good times. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, Dear John letter. Hey, if you would like to submit your own Dear John letter, or if you'd like to chime in for bargain hunting husband, maybe give him some advice, let him know if he did the right thing. Here's the thing that I will tell you. I'll bet there are probably maybe one or two people listening who didn't get any flowers on their 15th anniversary. And they're going, hey, excuse me, lady, you should be thankful you've got a hubby that even remembered to do that. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the things that I would remind. And I understand it probably would have been nice if he would have done something different. And it doesn't say if he did anything else, like a special dinner, anything else. I mean, all of those things would be good too. But again, at the end of the day, you got something, which I think is better than nothing. And I don't know, again, that it was perfect, but at least you got something, which is nice.
At least you have a husband that cares enough to try.
Yeah.
And I think you're discouraging him from trying again in the future
I agree.
by being so negative.
I think is exactly that.
Yeah.
If you would like to chime in, you are welcome to do so. Facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Thursday.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Nail biting has been associated with a better immune system because of the exposure to germs that cause your body to build up antibodies.
Exposure to germs in general is a great thing.
I know. That's why I really like you, even though you have cooties. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Queen Victoria survived at least 8 assassination attempts. How
Holy
crazy
cow.
is that? Wouldn't that be terrible to know that people
Wouldn't it
want to
be
kill
interesting
you?
to know how many assassination attempts that we have each
You and I?
Right?
I bet it's been at least none. Can't imagine any.
Oh, I bet I've had at least one.
Oh, maybe 1 or 2. A fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You can't work in Antarctica unless you had your wisdom teeth and your appendix removed. Because they don't have, like, emergency. So those are things that you can have problems with. They're like, nope, got to have those things
What
gone.
about
And
your
our
gallbladder?
I don't know. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In 2006, CNN listed Mark Zuckerberg and the founder of Netflix, Reed Hastings, among 10 people who just don't matter.
Whoa.
Turns out you were wrong, CNN, back in 2006. And maybe since then, who knows. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. Healthy soil can have as many as 3 million of these per acre. What is it? Holy cow, it's a lot.
Ants.
No, earthworms.
Oh,
3
wow.
million earthworms per acre for healthy soil. Every time it rains, you see earthworms like hanging out. And you're like, I never even really think about them in the ground, but when it rains and they come out,
and they come
like,
up.
hello.
Like, oh, wow, look at all
Like,
the
oh yeah,
worms.
hi guys, how you doing? Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Did you see what they had on there yesterday or whatever? I'm trying to think what day it was. Anyway, earlier this week, they had a Loch Ness Monster soup ladle.
Oh,
I think we need that.
cute.
WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
There's all kinds of cool stuff on there.
There's so many funny things. Hey, hotel guests blamed his feet on an overpowering stench in his room, but discovered later there was a corpse under his bed. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A guy checked in to a popular place in Tibet, promptly took a 3-hour nap in the room.
Oh my gosh.
He detected a foul odor, assumed it was coming from his feet. Then he went out, came back to change before dinner, and realized it smells even worse. He requested a different room.
That is insane.
He was asked to go. The hotel asked him to go back to the first room because there was a body discovered under the bed. But
oh my god!
Somebody else had already been arrested for the murder. The hotel denied the whole thing to the media, but he posted a review of this experience online, and the review has gone viral.
You even imagine
that was just weird.
Holy
now,
cow.
when we
now
check
I'm going to look under the bed.
I'm like, okay, make sure there's no dead bodies.
Wow.
Weird news and just bizarre news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. The Pursuit of Happiness, Heidi. Gretchen Rubin, author of Life in 5 Senses, says she spent 10 years studying what makes us happy. If you need a burst of energy and cheer, use your sense of smell. That's one thing. If you're stressed out, use your sense of touch. If you're feeling distracted or unproductive, use your sense of sound. You can find that you can control your surroundings maybe a little bit better if you're not listening to all the things that are, distracting you. So they're saying find something that you can put on and then just block it out with that sound. Number 4, need a creative spark, use your sense of sight. And the last one here, want to feel closer to people, use your sense of taste. Lick their face. No, don't do that. It's not what it was.
That will really make you feel closer to people.
That would make for memories as you're being booked into the jail. No, they're saying having unique foods with people will help you bond and be more close with them. All of the details on all of these things in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at insurancechicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at insurancechicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to insurancechicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at insurancechicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? Insurancechicken.com. That's insurancechicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today is from Will Rogers, who said, "Half our life is spent trying to find something to do with the time we've rushed through life trying to save."
Yeah.
I've actually felt that way
before. That is deep.
Yeah. Will Rogers was a pretty clever dude. He was a humorist, is what they referred to him as. All right, quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is just amazing. It's great news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's the story. First, the headline. Police officer rescues a kidnapped woman who mouthed, "Help me," during a traffic stop.
Yikes.
A police officer in South Carolina is being praised for her actions that led to the rescue of a kidnapped woman who was forced to drive a shooting suspect away from a crime scene.
Yikes.
The North Myrtle Beach Police Department recognized Officer Wallace for her actions while patrolling Highway 17, North Myrtle Beach, during the early morning hours of May the 28th. So this is a couple weeks back now. At about 5:30 a.m., Officer Wallace was patrolling Highway 17, and she observed a white Jeep disregard a red light at an intersection, the department wrote in the Facebook post. That's when she conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle. She observed a female driver and a male passenger when she approached the vehicle. As she spoke with the vehicle's occupant, she noticed the driver, apparently distressed, while the passenger wasn't even looking at the driver. The female silently mouthed, "Help me,"
right,
repeatedly.
Wow.
Officer Wallace observed the driver's message and removed the passenger from the vehicle, placing him in the back seat of the patrol car. She then went back to the suspect vehicle and spoke to the female driver, who frantically advised the passenger had just shot somebody.
Wow.
Moments later, a bolo, be on the lookout, was sent over the radio looking
cow.
for this particular person. So,
and she already had him in custody.
Yeah, she had him in the back seat of her police car.
What an amazing ending to that story.
Yeah. And again, like I said, the thing that's really, really cool, it seems that it went down without incident, really, because I don't think the guy realized that he was in trouble at the time. You know, he didn't realize that he had been caught. But
Yikes.
I suppose the second he got in that car and realized, oh, she's going to go up and talk to her now, he probably realized,
now I'm in
this
trouble.
probably is not going to end well, is it? But it did end well. It ended very, very well for everybody except for that bad guy. Police officer, again, doing something awesome. And I love to have stories of police officers doing something awesome.
Me too.
And there's a lot of those stories. You just got to look for them. And sometimes you got to search for them. But I appreciate it when people send them my way. You can see this one in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.